A forward lunge is a movement where the subject lunges or steps forward onto one leg and then pushes back with that leg to return to a standing position. The goal is to make a comfortable lunge smoothly with no additional stops and cuts of the movement, and then to return back to the initial upright stance position using a push of the front leg. For the best performance in a forward lunge, it is necessary to have enough strength, good range of motion, balance, and stability and coordination. Enter the Forward Lunge test module from the main window by clicking on the Forward Lunge button. Make sure you have acquired the subject's body weight beforehand. Consistently with the organization of all the MARS test modules, the interface is divided into a left setup panel, a right analysis panel, a bottom measurement panel, and the central signals and results area. Before starting the measurement, appropriate input parameters must be determined in the setup panel. These are side, where you can choose between left and right, upper extremities, where you can choose among hands positioned on the hips, freely positioned, crossed over the chest, or positioned behind the neck. If an additional load is added to the subject, determine the load from the drop-down menu in the Additional Weights section. To start with a new measurement, click on New Measurement. After launching the test module and clicking the New Measurement button, initialization and offset takes place. During this time, the subject should not be on the force plate. If necessary, the measurement mode can be cancelled by pressing the Cancel button. Before starting with the measurements, the subject must assume an appropriate initial position, that is, standing in front of the force plate without any flexion in the knees and hips and with sight directed to the front. The goal of the task is to produce a forward lunge movement by placing one leg on the force plate. The distance from the stance point to the force plate has to be individually defined in a way that when the lunge is done, the moved foot is positioned about centrally on the force plate. Initiate the measurement by pressing Start. The end of the task is when the subject returns to the initial position, that is, standing in front of the force plate. The measurement stops automatically after completing the task. It can also be stopped manually by pressing the Stop button in the lower panel. The measurement can be repeated by clicking on the New Measurement button and not saving the previous repetition. If you are satisfied with the measurement, you can save it. The central window displays the COP of the task. The ground reaction force signal measured by the force plate is displayed under the Signals tab. Data from the analysis can be viewed under the Results Table tab. A more thorough description of the parameters can be accessed by right-clicking on the parameter name. Options for displaying specific sets of parameters can be accessed in the Parameters View menu in the right panel. For more information on this topic, please refer to tutorial number 7.